games. We get ours and be done. Everybody in chat say, get mine and be done. That is the anthem. So guys, right now you hear a chirp, chirp, chirp on the screen. This is letting us know that we're getting a play happening. This is what we call a chirp. Chirps are life. We have a possible VG play in 3 minutes. Don't worry. It's only going to take me 3 minutes to teach you this. We have a up arrow and it's gold. There's 4 different colored arrows: red, green, norms, lowest accuracy, gold, and perps, highest accuracy. Get your demos out. We're playing this one. This is going to be practice today because it's market holiday. In 2 minutes and 48 seconds, this candle is going to paint and we're going to take a buy. Remember, there's only 2 directions, up and down. The arrow is pointing up, so we're going up. If the arrow is pointing down, we're going down. We're going to get what's ours and be done. And which point of this is ours? The green targets. The green. We're going to get the money. The first target is 250 pips. Second target is 250 more, which is 500. Last one is 1,000. Our goal today is to only grab the first target and get the mosquito bite out of the person just a little bit. We got 2 minutes to go time. What you're going to hear in a normal day is, guys, we got a possible buy for US 30. We're only looking at 3 different pairs: US 30, SPX, and NAS 100. US 30, SPX, and NAS 100. And there's only 2 different directions. We got a possible buy for US 30 in the chats. What do we have? Possible buy or sell? Are you clicking the up button or the down button? Your finger should be automatically ready for the button right now, Sunshine. For my newest people that are literally on demo, your finger should be ready. You should be cringing, like crinkling the finger just like this, ready to click the button when I tell you to go. That's your only job, Tendo, is to get really good at the trigger button. Not sit around and listen and laugh at me and all the different type of stuff. You should be laughing at the same time we're making jokes, but your finger's ready. How many of you guys play Call of Duty? I told you I got more than enough time to teach you guys this. You know, when you ready with your finger on the trigger while you're going around the corner, you ain't shooting yet, but you ready. I need you ready just like that, because in 56 seconds, we're going to take this buy. We're playing US 30. It's at the top. SPX is in the middle. NAS 100. If you also see these little lines at the bottom, what are these? These are your pullback regions. We call these UI lines. The Ultra Instinct. This is like playing a slingshot and it's pulling back and then it's going fast forward. So you want to put majority of your position the lowest possible when it pulls back. So that means do not go too heavy on the first entry. In 22 seconds, the first play is coming. Are you nervous? You should be. Because this is Vector Games. The most exhilarating games in the game. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, I'm buying. You are now in your first play. The next thing you're doing is either putting your finger on the exit or you're waiting for the pullback. As it pulled back, you're going to play more positions here on your demo. You're going to play more positions here. Well, coach, why am I playing more positions? Because we're getting better positions. The worst position is always the first position. But coach, why do we play that? Just in case it starts shooting. At least we make something. Your best positions are always when it pulls back. As you see, you have your best positions in, which means those are automatically in profit. So you have one position here and maybe 2 positions back here. Now the 2 are in profit, which offsets the 1 up here, and now you're in profit right now. When this goes back over your first position, you're going to substitute. And what does that mean? You're going to get rid of the first position because now you have a better position. Well, I'm teaching y'all the game today. I'm going to tell you guys to stay in the trade. Because my job is to watch and make sure you guys are safe. My job is to watch for every danger in the game that you guys don't know about, that I don't teach and I don't show you guys while we walk through this. Stay in the trade. Now, guys, what's happening here? You have two positions here. You have one position up here. And if the market ever goes over the one position up here, guess what you do? You get rid of it so that you have the best position down here. What happens if it drops further? We're not scared of that. John's like, wait, why aren't we scared of that? Because that's what we want. The further they pull back, the closer they are to our exit. Which means if our exit is somewhere around here, and we get most of our positions here, closer to that exit, what does that do? That gives us an amazing ROI. Because we're closer to our exit with the biggest position down here. Let me put it in a different perspective for you guys real quick. I'm going to use this real quick. If you enter from here to your first target, to where the exit is, look, they already pulled back here. So maybe you already got a couple positions up here, right? Look at this, guys. From this first one is a 1-to-1, basically a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Just by it pulling back a little bit, you now made a 1-to-2. You risk 1% to get 2 now. Just by you pulling back all the way closer to here, you now made a 1-to-7. You're done with the damn week on one play. Congratulations. You just learned how to play vector games. This is why so many people are so excited about the games. Because we turn something so complex into something so fun. Right now, all of your main positions are in profit right now. Put a chat. Now, put in the chat, how many positions do you guys have on the bottom positions right now? You got one up here, just in case it goes off. And how many of you guys smack these pullbacks? Tendo got 4 down here. And I guarantee you're in profit. Well, how's Tendo in profit? Because all of these positions down here offset the first position. That's why you never go too heavy on the first position. So Nesquik got 2 back here. That means she got 1 up here and 2 back here. She's in profit. You never want to have it offset where you have 3 or 2 up here and 1 back here. You're not playing the game right. You're bringing a knife to a gunfight. The reason why we do that is because sometimes the market doesn't give you what you want, and you can literally make your goal within this area here. This is 250 pips here, which means when this goes back in profit right here, you've already made your goal for today. Your goal is 250. Everything else is extra. Your goal is 250. Everything else is extra. Your goal is 200. In the chats, what is your goal? I thought y'all wasn't about to learn today, huh? What is your goal? For those of you guys that don't know what 250 pips is, it's okay. First target. Get really good at catching 250 this first target. I'm about to make you some real money. If you can get really good at getting your small mosquito bite out of the market, I'm about to make you some real money. Because this is where a lot of people lose most of their money, Sunshine. They make this over and over and over, and they're like, I'm not pulling out anymore. I'm going to go for more. And then they give all their money back to the house. So guys, this is for practice. Remember, guys, it's the bank holiday. Don't do real on this one. I know some of you guys don't listen, but like seriously, listen to me, guys. This right here is market open. That's why you see it like this, but it's not a real market open. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's not.
I cannot hot. I cannot click.
No,
No hot.
yeah, you gotta put it in the microwave.
Oh yeah.
All right. So usually on market open, There'll be a lot more than this. But as you see, look, they pulled back here and they picked up all of these positions down here. Some people get even crazier down here. Suitcase in the soul, Aaron. And they be like this. Click, 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 click. Now, why do I have this red line here? Because this is estimating where possibly we'll exit. But we're not exiting there until we see this beautiful thing called an X. So right now, there's no X. So we got to stay in the trade. No X popped up. So that means this is all still active. So there are people entering all down here. Not this many times. Now an X popped up. This means you're closer to your exit. Which means this does not mean be scared to play. This means play the most of your positions that you have left over. So right now, there's people entering now. So everybody take buys right now. Take buys right now. Doesn't matter if we lose. This is all demo anyways. But I'm showing you how we be making big money because we're closer to our exit. So buys. Everybody take buys right now. Buys, 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 buys. All right? This is where you take your biggest position. Notice I'm heavier down here than up here. Because guess what happens? They start pushing up like this. As long as there's no X, it's still in play. As long as there's no X, it's still in play. Look at that, guys. Now all of these are going to be in profit, which means by it just pushing here, I'm going to be in profit. You don't have to put this many plays though. I kind of went OD. Look, all these are now in profit now. These offset all of this because I have more down here than up there. I'm showing you guys how to play it. Old you would have been scared that it was all the way down here, but not us, Donna. My job is to show you guys and change your mentality on a pullback. Seeing negative does not mean you're going to lose. Because we're expecting it. We're expecting the pullback. Because that's where we're going to slingshot and make the most of our money, guys. Can you guys understand where I'm coming from right now? Some of you guys entered all down here, and now you up big blue right now. So let's talk about substituting real quick. Because now it's starting to go in profit. In the chats, how many of you guys are big blue right now? Stay in the trade. You were scared down there. Nah, you're not scared with me. Because guess what? They didn't give us an X, so the play is still in play. So we're staying in the trade. We're following the rules. We're not following emotions. Oh, y'all thought this is a game because you found me off of TikTok and I'm just some TikToker. No, this is what we do on a daily basis. We stick to the rules. They ain't got nothing to do with me. The rules say stay in the game. I'm staying in the game. Do I see an X? If I see an X, then I'm out. If it solidifies on an X, then I'm out. Solidification means the candle paints. That means this 27 seconds closes the candle forever, and then the X is still there. So right now, all of your bottoms are in big blue right now, which offsets everything else. Now watch these start going to profit. These are going to start to go in profit. We'll see. Stay in the trade. Ooh, hot. Ah. There you go. Mm-hmm. No, it's practice. Practice, man.
Okay.
Just watch for a second. Now we have the next candle. It's an X. Now I need you to listen to this part. They're either going to give us a solid candle down as an X, or they're going to give us a doji or a purple candle up. If we ever get a doji like right where it's at right now or up, we're staying in the trade past the X. If they give us a solid candle down, we are out. But don't worry, on the live session, I tell you when. But if you're in solo by yourself, make sure you listen to this in the end. Stay in the trade. Everybody's in profit on everything right now. Let's go. You guys should be up big blue right now. Now let's talk about this. This is called surgery. They didn't give us the play that we really, really want, but you guys are up 300 pips on the bottom positions. Everybody pull your position now. You're out. I'm done. Get out. Done. Close all. In the chats, how much you guys made. If you played it right, you profited regardless. Welcome to BG. Not all the time they're going to give us perfect plays, but sometimes we have to finesse the game. And how do we finesse it? Is by the pullback. You just made 300 plus pips on all of the bottom positions. buy multiple positions. You finesse the game. It's called surgery. Not every time they're going to give you perfect plays. In the chats, how much you guys made. If you did not exit, this is what I'm telling about you guys. Y'all don't listen. This is why your accounts suck. Y'all don't listen. So get used to, not used to, get familiar with the game that you're going to start listening. Robert made 64. You got to be on it, on the money, ready to go. Because not all the time they're going to give you a smooth play. Now, you guys have exited. Great. I'm going to act like you guys stayed in the trade now. All right. So maybe you stayed in the trade. I'm teaching you guys multiple ways, right? Stay in the trade right now. I'm going to show you guys on how to substitute. Here it goes. You see these two right here? Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys some extra little tips. All right. The market shoots up here. Watch this. This, I'm in profit. This, I'm negative. When the market comes up here, just so I can save face, I'm going to substitute. Show y'all some crazy tips on this. Great job, everybody. In the chats, how much you guys made? If anybody was negative, it means you need more work. Because you didn't listen to nothing I say. All right. Market shot up here. Watch this. You see these two positions here? What I'm going to do is the market's going to shoot up to this area here. And I hate the fact of how much these two are drawing negative. So what I can do, Marcus, is I can substitute this bad boy. It's called surgery, guys. Not every time the market's going to give us perfect, different plays. Perfect plays. So when they don't, we have to be prepared. So what I'm going to do is it shoots up here. I'm going to substitute. I'm going to take out one of the negatives. I'm going to take out one of my positives. Now I'm at break even on those two. Now I'm left with these two now. All right. When this shoots back up again, as it did, they're about the same price. I'm going to get rid of that one, and I'm going to get rid of this one. Now I am bottom heavy like crazy. And I got rid of any of this negative noise just in case if they do turn on me. Now guess what I'm going to do here? I'm going to get rid of this one, now that it's in the middle here, and the top one. And now I am scot-free, break even, and I'm ready to go. This is what I do all the time. I'm ready to go. I got all these positions here, all in profit, ready to go. So coach, it started to go. Why not just keep it? That's your freaking greed, and that's why you freaking suck. That's your greed on your shoulder. Well, I should have kept those. Shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't work. Get what is. And I know what is right now is I'm at break even on all these positions right now. I substituted and sacrificed a couple of those plays there just so I can get peace of mind. Showing y'all how to really do this. Y'all like that? For my newest people, don't worry about this. Just watch this over and over and over and over. The only thing you need to worry about is I'm buying, I'm selling, stay in the trade, I'm out. I do all of this for you. This is so that you guys go to the next level with it. Now, let's drill. I'm going to yell out pairs, and you need to be ready to click for the buy and sell. Tendo made 150, 259, 186. They all playing real accounts. That's how much they trust me. They over here playing real accounts, guys. That was supposed to be a practice, guys. That's how much my students trust me, guys. Y'all supposed to play practice. I'm tired of y'all. Oh God. For my new people, put a 1 in the chat if you're brand new. She said we practice with real money. Nah, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I hope you guys like that. That was dope, right? I like to be able to show you guys in real time. All right. So, for my new people, how'd you like that? The only thing for my new people I want you to focus on, don't focus on the maneuvering and all that type of stuff. This is literally the worst case scenario. Because most of the time I just go straight to profit or pull back straight to profit. Your job is to follow what I tell you to do. For me? Your job is to follow what I tell you. But the market gave us surgery, so I had to do it in real time for surgery. And you need to be prepared at all time. And you will literally see it when in the market when I'm like, hey guys, we got to do some surgery. So that means you're ready. Your fingers have got to be ready to go. Okay. All right. When this goes back over, get rid of tops. Get rid of tops. All right. Get rid of bottoms. All right. These are, if yours is even down here, get rid of XYZ. But the new people, you just listen to me. Hey guys, there's a possible buy on US 30. I mean, NAS 100. Let's do another practice. Now, guys, this is not going to be a call. So my OBs, don't play this for real. I'm going to fake a play for NAS since there's no plays right now. I need you guys practicing. Hey, Walt. Hey, they think I'm scamming on TikTok, bro. Yo, Marcus just made 1,000. Let's go.
3 days.
Huh? Yeah, 3 days.
I think 3 months.
No, 3 days.
Tell me 3 months.
3 days, baby. All right, so guys, we're gonna do a practice. But before we do a practice, we're going to go through a speed round of you guys putting your cursor on the buttons. Now, Donna, how it works is, let me show you. All right, let's go to my challenge attack.
Okay, no buy. No buy, no sell.
No, I'm teaching right now. No, you just listen, babe. Just listen. Let's use this one real quick. Let's see if I can find a demo account. Do I have a demo on here? I do have a demo. Yay! Okay. All right, let me show y'all. Let's bring this down. And y'all guys are going to do this with me. All right? Spencer, we ain't talking about that. Either listen or hit the X button. I ain't here to play with y'all. All right, let's get it. All right, so you guys see my screen on the left side. Notice this looks exactly like the charts. When you are setting up your charts in Discord, you can follow the walkthrough. You need to set it up the exact same way as what's showing on the screen. This is so you don't have to think about it. You know that US 30 is always where, sunshine? You know that SPX is always where? Okay? You know learners to earners, where is always NAS? So you don't have to think about that. If you have to think about it, you need more reps. If you have to think about what side buy and sell is on, you need more reps. If you need to think about what color it is, you need more reps. If you need to think about what lot size you're playing, you need more reps. This is why the biggest question I always get is, how much am I supposed to go live? You shouldn't even be thinking about lives. When you're playing Call of Duty, do you go straight to ranked match? When you're brand new, no. You're playing with the robots. We playing with real money here. I ain't putting you in the game with real money right now. Oh yeah, guys, if you guys don't like the way this is, y'all really not gonna like the privates. So don't sign up to the privates if y'all can't handle this today. Because this is like a PG version. So I just want to let you guys know. Just don't sign up to the privates. If y'all, if this right here y'all don't like, you know, you want the PC version types, it's not how it works. All right, let me get back into it. All right. Sunshine say SPX at the bottom. What are you talking about? See, Sunshine's already messing up already. Sunshine would get kicked out today. If Sunshine was in the privates right now, just by even saying that, he would have got his money back and kicked out the same day. I ain't here to play around. You can't read. US 30 stopped the whole class to say some bullshit. US 30, US 30, 500, 500, 100, 100, face head ass. You would have got blocked the same day. I would have sent your money back the same day. Same day. Where is US 30? Where is SPX? Where is NAS? NAS is not in the middle, Sunshine. Give me 700 push-ups right now. You don't have to do 700 push-ups. It's the same way every time. This is so you don't have to think about it. Yeah, for 3 weeks, Sora. Three strong weeks. I don't want you having to think about where the buttons are, because you never know when you got to click them. Sometimes it's really fast. Sometimes you got time. This is VG. This is not molasses games. This is vector games. Some of you guys think you're just laughing like, oh, yeah, wait until you get into the games. And when we're done in 2 seconds. And you're sitting over there like some of the students right now. Oh, I didn't even get in. I didn't have enough time, because you were laughing. And then everybody's partying because they made 2,000 pips 2 seconds. Made your monthly in 2 seconds, and you wasn't a part of it because you wasn't practicing. Oh yeah, we won in 2 seconds, 9 seconds, 13 seconds, 7 seconds, less than a minute, a lot of times. And I've literally had people, oh, I lost on that play. Yeah, because you entered late, because you weren't prepared. So it's time to get you guys prepared. Your buttons need to be set up the exact same way. And we are going to practice today. So guys, you need to not only know where your buttons are, you need to also know how to exit. And we call this your rest position. So I'm going to show you. If I'm going to take a sell on US 30, I'm going to sell on US 30. On Monaxa or whatever broker you use, you need to know where your sell, your exit is. You have on Monaxa, you have close all here. Oh my God. You get a buy today, Sunshine. This is not the private, so you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You got close all here for all positions, and you have individual close here. You need to know that. You need to get so good at this, Robert, that you'll get to the point where you can control multiple laptops. That's what I mean when I'm telling you I'm trading 4 accounts, because I don't even have to think about where they are. Like, it's just like click, click, click. Sometimes I don't even gotta look. I want to get you guys to that point where it's automatic. You know exactly where your buttons are. How many of you guys play video games? You know exactly where the X button is. Start button. PlayStation button. Right trigger, left trigger. It's automatic. You done played it so many times. Ladies, you know exactly when you go into your makeup You know exactly where it's at before you even get up in there. Muscle memory. You know how much to put on. You ain't gotta. Oh, how many milli whatever drops XYZ. It's automatic. You've been doing so many times. You're gonna do the same thing here, and this time you're gonna make money because you need to also know how much you're playing. And I'm gonna get into that after this. So we're gonna go into a fire off round where you guys are gonna practice clicking the button. Now make sure you guys are on demo only. Do not, because we're gonna be clicking the buttons. This is a demo account, so I don't care about losing it because this is a demo account. All right. All right. Before we start clicking, actually, no, we're gonna click. I want you to watch. All right, guys, we got a possible buy on US 100 or NAS 100. Boom, I'm in the trade. Just like that. Actually, it's not going to let me play because, oh, I didn't get my lot size correct. All right, let's get my lot size. All right, possible buy on NAS 100. Buy, or I'm buying. I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm buying NAS 100. All right, let's start over real quick. Let me get all these done. All right, I'm buying NAS 100. Boom. Go automatically to rest. Well, coach, why do you go straight to rest? Because you never know when we have to exit. Sometimes it can shoot. We're in profit. We got to get out. The only time you take it off of rest when you need to add more to the position. And back to rest. Now that I have two positions here, I can either keep it one here or on close all. Buy another one, back to rest. Maybe I need to buy another one that pulls back to rest. Get really good at that. All right, guys, I'm out. Boom, done. All right, guys, we got a possible buy on US 30 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm buying. All right, guys, we got a possible pullback. It's pulling back in a minute. Here we go. It's pulling back. This is a great area for you guys to get more positions. Back to rest. Oh, it's not going to let me play more because I'm playing too much. Back to rest. This is your only job, guys. And you can't tell me you can't do it because I'm literally doing it while I'm yelling at you guys on the live call. And teaching her on this side to do it as well, too, while I'm doing it with you guys. All right, guys, stay in the trade. All right, guys, get rid of first position. Got rid of first. Here we go. Stay in the trade. Here we go. So we're almost done. I'm out. If you guys can't do this, get out of trading. This is the easiest shit you'll ever see in your life. Easiest. You're never going to find anything easier than this. Have you learned GAN? Have you learned Fibonacci, price action? You want to do all the calculations? I mean, you can, so that you can hopefully make a trade next week. ICT. They don't even know about no ICT. ICT, you might make a trade in 6 months. Maybe. If you're lucky. We literally have 8-year-olds doing this on this call. So stop being lazy and make it happen. I hear it all the time. People are like, oh, shoot. I'm trying. ICT works. It's just hard, man. ICT is hard. I see why people quit. Like, ICT is just too much, man. It's too much. Yo, I see why people quit. I'm like, that's a lot of work. Oh, that's why I said, yeah. Yo, ICT is like, yeah. All that is so much freaking work, man. Oh, bro, you ain't got to do none of that now. All right, guys, y'all ready? All right, guys, there's a possible. Now, let me put this one. Whenever I say that there's a possible, that means you put your cursor on the button. No, vectors were hard too. There's a lot you had to learn and a lot you had to watch out for. And you're watching for everything, and then all of a sudden it doesn't happen. So you spent all that time watching for it. We ain't got to do none of that no more. Congratulations. Welcome to Vector Games. Danny, we don't have to do none of that no more. All those calculations we used to have to do, none of that. So newbies, I want you to sit back and watch and rewatch this video and study with it, because this is the only training you need. So we're going to start with possibles first before we go into plays. So just get used to putting your fingers on the cursor. I'm going to get Pimmy set up so she can practice as well. You can do this for futures and forex, but get really, really good at this. All right, guys, we got a possible sell on US 30. We got a possible buy on NAS 100. We got a possible buy on SPX. If you had to think about it, you ain't there yet. Put a 1 in chat. Be honest. How many of you guys are like, oh, shoot, that's too much? Be honest. Means you need reps. Be honest. It's not a bad thing. It just lets you know where you're at. Danny, I already know as soon as I said it, it popped in your head immediately. Because you've done the reps. You know exactly where it's at. All right, don't click anything, okay? Just move the cursor to it, okay? In the privates, do we learn how to see the traits even when VG doesn't give a signal? Oh, you do a lot more than that, Robert. A lot more than that. Through the privates, y'all confidence is going to be all-time 10. It's really like being a superhero in the market. It's kind of scary. Y'all going to get that in like the first 2 weeks. I didn't say that I have the best course in the world for no reason. I know it. Nobody goes as hard as I do with this at all. 0. You'll see. All right, so you ready? All right, remember. Let me change this. Real quick. All right, here it goes. You ready? Here it goes. Here it goes. All right, we got a possible buy on US 30. See how long it took you? Faster. Faster. You got a possible buy on US 30. Got you on that. Good job. Possible buy on SPX. Possible buy on NAS 100. Possible buy on US 30. Possible sell on US 30. Possible buy on the SPX. Possible buy on US 30. Possible sell on NAS 100. Possible buy on NAS. Fail. NAS.
NAS 30.
You gotta listen. NAS 100. Sometimes I don't say 100. NAS 100. Good job. Nope. That's exit, baby.
NAS. What's NAS?
NAS 100. See that? NASDAQ. 100. 100. S&P. SPX.
Yes, I know it, but you say NAS 100.
It doesn't matter. You got to know. They're in the same place every day. You don't have to read. You have to know. NAS is always going to be at the bottom. SPX is always going to be in the middle. US 30 is always going to be at the top. US 30 is not called NAS. There's only one thing called NAS. Just had surgery on my finger now. About to get some paper with you, coach. Let's get it. We training today because I'm going to turn you guys into some soldiers. Possible buy on NAS 100. Focus. Possible buy on US 30. Possible SPX buy. NAS 100 sell. Possible buy on NAS. We got US 30 is looking good for a buy. Listen, US 30 is looking good for a buy. It's not always going to be perfect every time. Hey guys, we're doing a lot of buying on SPX today. We're doing a lot of buying on SPX today. Good job. It's not always going to be perfect. Yeah, guys, we're looking for sales on US 30 today. Huh? Because I'm using a different platform. You got to be ready for it. You're worrying about the wrong thing. You should be worrying about yours. And you're not even on it. You lost. You understand? You don't focus on this. You focus there. So stop looking over here. Look over here. SPX buy. SPX sell. Yo, we're looking at some buys on US 30. Too much. That sells. Sell is always red. We're looking at buys. It's okay. You'll get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're new. You're new. It's gonna happen. Don't worry. They all been through it. We got buys on SPX. Sells on NAS 100. Nothing but NAS buys, guys. We got some buys on NAS. US 30 is looking good for some sales, guys. Possible buys on US 30. SPX buys. I think we're going to be selling on SPX today. Do you guys offer? I think so, Robert. There is a payment plan, but let's talk about that later. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. In the chats, how do you think you did? Good job. Don't worry, you're only 2 days in. You're good. You're doing better than the average person. No, but it takes time. Remember, they've been doing this for months, if not years. The same thing. You know how to do Photoshop. How did you learn Photoshop? Doing the same thing over and over and over. You're a pro of it. You're going to be a pro of this. So you're at 8 overall, so you failed. In the chats, 1 out of 10. Be honest. Sunshine, all right? 8, you failed. That means you got to go. You got to get it better. Because this right here is the main part. If you can't get this part out of 10, you definitely don't need to be on no live. In the chats, 1 out of 10. Tell the truth. If you hesitated once, that's not a 10. You need to be able to envision, Robert. NAS 100 buy. Automatic. Danny, how quick did you know? Be honest, Danny. Danny knows because Danny been in the private, so she trained on this. Okay, how quick did you know? Leilani, how quick? Shoot, as soon as I said, buh, you already knew. Hey, baby. You have, tomorrow's Tuesday. You have, gym tomorrow. Yeah, she has gym tomorrow. She has gym and art tomorrow. Yep. You said I heard the breath before because it goes back to what I said about the two options. If I say NAS, your mind is like, I know what NAS is. And it's like 1 or 2. Is it going to be sell or is it going to be buy? It should be automatic and you should be ready. I know some of you guys are laughing like, is this guy serious? Yes, we're serious. Oh, we're serious. Because the difference is, Sunshine, you can enter 1 second behind Danny, and that's the difference of putting you here, and Danny is at the best position here. Because as soon as Danny entered, it gapped up here and put you here. And now you're negative 100 pips. It's by 1 second. It's all about getting the best position. So I'm not doing this for theatrics. Trying to get you guys on point. That's why you'll see some people get different pip amounts than others because of their lock-in speed. And also how much they're playing there as well, too. There's people that get in late. And I'm like, dang, messed up. And that's why I want you guys on demo while you're practicing. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to click into the trade. And we're going to go to exit. Now you're not going to click into the trade. You're just going to put the cursor on exit. I say exit. But don't click. So I'm going to say I'm buying. I'm buying US 30. You need to click it. All right, guys, I'm out of US 30. You need to be out. I'm buying US 30. All right, guys, we gotta pull back here. Here's another better entry for US 30. You click. You don't ask me a question. You don't go and write into the chats. You're ready to go. Yep. Yeah, just get the reps in. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you in a minute. Are y'all coming back up here? Or? Oh, yeah, it's not. It is not. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot extra. So we got a lot, so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, good night. All right, so guys. Y'all ready? All right, I'm buying. Wait, let me stop that. I'm buying SPX. I'm buying SPX. I'm buying SPX. Stay in the trade. There he goes, guys. Remember, you should automatically be on rest. Automatically be on rest. All right, guys, I'm out. You should be out.
So you say you're just going to say something to you?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, guys, I'm buying US 30. Stay in the trade. We got a nice little push. It's pulling back right now. All right, guys, here goes. This is a better position for a buy. I'm buying right here. All right, stay in the trade. Good job. All right, here goes. Last push. All right, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. How'd you guys do? Come on, you ready? All right, guys. We got a possible buy on SPX. All right, guys, I'm buying SPX. You can't ask me. Can't ask me. You got to know. You got to know. Hit me. All right, guys, we got a possible buy on US 30. All right, guys, I'm buying US 30. I'm buying US 30. I'm buying US 30. All right, stay in the trade. Stay in the trade. Here it goes. We got to push. We got to push. Oh, this thing is going. This thing is going. Almost done. Almost done. All right, guys, I'm out of US 30. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. You're late. You should have already been already. You should have been already on it. Remember, as soon as you get there and you've already entered, you got to go to exit. You got to be ready to exit. You got to be ready to exit. There's been so many times, Robert, you know. Split seconds, you didn't exit in time. What happened, Robert? Huh? Yeah, no click. Yeah, just make sure you move it over.
Oh.
Robert, what happened?
Oh no.
Split second, you didn't exit in time. What happened?
Today me no click. Right?
Yeah, don't click it. All right, guys, we got NAS for a buy. I know we're late on this one, but let's get into it. See, look, guys, that was literally 10 seconds, and it's already gone. We can't get in now. This guy is trading on Labor Day. Good game. We already have bro, on a practice, and we already won. Down to this one right here. This was all the entries. What you got to say now? Guys, don't come in here and try to talk like we don't do this shit. Now back to the game. All right, guys. So we have a regular norm. You got to also be able to read these as well too. Green and red are norms. These are the lowest accuracy in the game. Do not risk an arm and a leg on these plays. I'm going to give you a perspective here. I normally go for about $1,000+ on a regular one. Is this how you normally trade? No jokes. Record 330 winning days. Not 330 trades, winning days. Live on YouTube, recorded. If you don't believe me, go watch every last damn one of them. 24 losing, 20-day win streak. You're not finding nobody else out there. Period. And probably some of them are minions of me anyways. Been in this game for 13 years. Now can I get back to what I'm doing? This ain't no ICT bullshit. No, let me go do some Fibonacci ratios and some price action type bullshit. No, we do this shit every day. I'm your favorite trader's favorite trader. Over 500,000 students around the world, worldwide. Stages on over 30 countries. Can I get back? Thank you. All right, so guys, you have red and green. These are your normies. These are your, let's just make a few bucks. These are going to happen the most. These ones are not going for arm and leg on these bad boys. Stop over leveraging on these bad boys. Just make a few bucks. The difference is I go for like 1,000, 2,000 on the higher ones. On these ones, man, give me $100. I'll take an extra 100 too. Because there's going to be a lot of plays throughout the day. One thing about VG is there's always going to be an abundance of plays. So do not run around thinking that that's going to be the last play you're going to get. That's one thing we solved in this game. So many people have FOMO because they're like, ah, man, I might not ever get another play again like this. Or, shoot, it's so great. No, you're going to always get more plays. Every day, even on Labor Day. So guys, red and greens are normies. They have the lowest accuracy, but they're fun to make. Some extra money. Usually the first TP, which is pretty much 55% accurate, they're the lowest ones. Next, you have your golds. Goldie McSpaldy. These are high accuracy. Some of the highest in the game. These are pushing in the 90s, the 89s to 90 range. First target, and then it goes down from there. About 80 something for the second target, and then about 70 for the last target, or 60. This is about 60 or 70 for the last target. Your first goal is what? 250. Everything else is extra. 250. Everything else is extra. 250. Everything else is extra. We're not here to get an award. Oh my God, I caught 1,000,000 pips today. Who gives 2 apps? Get yours and be done. Get yours and be done each day. Get yours and be done. Move to another account after you've hit your goal. Walk away from the table while you're up. Robert, I'm not there yet. I'm going to get there in a second, okay? Don't worry, I got you, Robert. Get yours and be done. 250 first target. Let the rest of your positions go to the next target. And then go to the next target after that if you want to go all the way there. Golds and perps have the highest chance of going all the way through. Perps definitely do. Perps are the highest cards you can get in the game. The purples. They have by far the highest accuracy in the game. When I see those, when people see those, that's when we're jumping for joy. That's when we back up the Brinks truck as well too. That's when we're over there. You know what? Maybe I'll make a Fast and Furious 14 now. It's a cash cow. Perps are good. We call them perp chirps. You hear the chirps, and they're perp. Those are the ones that you go crazy on. Stop going crazy on the norms. Make a few bucks, 20 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever you want to get. Then when you get your goldies and your perps, those are the ones. I told y'all, even the norms still make money, guys. Norms still make money. But no, we're not doing anything major today, guys. Today is trading. So guys, this is where the game really starts. Oops. These pullbacks. First play is always the smallest. It's like a slingshot. Pull back and go. Pull back and go. Now, like Robert said, 10 candles. Usually, it's either going to give you an X to exit, or you're going to hit your target within 10 candles. So therefore, if you are at 10 candles, you're usually in consolidation, which means danger. Try to get about break even or something, maybe a small loss, and dip. There's going to be more plays. Let me say that for the people in the back, Linda. On average, you should have already hit your target in less than 10 candles. First target should always be hit in less than 10 candles. That's why there's a star here. It's called a star candle. By 10 candles, you should have already hit your target or an X to get out. If you don't see either in 10 candles, work your way on getting out. When do you enter? How do you even know when? You missed all that. You got to wait for a second, Jacob. I'll come back in a second. We already did it multiple times. So let me get past this part and we'll go back to the beginning. In 10 candles, you should automatically, in the chats, pop quiz. How many candles? Robert, a lot, bro. A whole lot. You're going to know this stuff before I'm even, like right now, as I'm teaching it to you guys, I guarantee the people that are in privates on the session know what I'm about to say next and everything. They already have, it's programmed. They already know what I'm going to say next. They've been training on it for a lot of reps. They know what formation, they know what everything. They know what formation Naz is pulling and everything. Don't say it out loud though. They know it. See, Busquets trying to play right now. And we serious right now. Put him in timeout. See, if he was in the privacy, he would have got kicked out. A lot of y'all getting kicked out in the first day. A lot of y'all getting kicked out. That's why y'all be losing. Can't even pay attention. 10 candles. Here's your arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're already at target. By the 10th candle, we should already have already hit or not. We wouldn't even know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about, Robert. Most of the time, you're going to hit target by 5 candles. Most of the time. But we say 10 in all because after 5, if you don't get an X or target, you usually go for another 5. And then after that, you're like, I got to chill. All right? If you ever take an L in BG, the game is not done. It means it's going deeper for you. Which means if you take an L on a normie, a Goldie's probably going to pop up. Or a perp. Which means you're going to make everything back and then some. Do not get emotional about it. We don't get emotional about that because guess what? We're going to make everything back and then some with ease. We do it all the time. If you ever get 2 in a row in the same area, you got twins. It increases the accuracy of the play, and it's really strong. If you ever get 3, like this right here is twins. Y'all see this? It came up, gave you an X, you exit it, you got a second one, twins. Yeah. If you ever get 3, rare. If you ever get 3, go all in. No, I'm just playing. Don't go all in, but it's rare. It's very rare. That third one is, especially if it's gold. If it's gold or perps, oh my God, Robert, I don't know. I'm not allowed to tell y'all, but I might risk a house. If it's a perp, the last candle's a perp, I might risk a house. So right now we right now we have broken down how to enter, the pullbacks. Let's talk about how to milk the play. This is how we make the boatload of our money. This is where the advancedness come in. This is where the game really, some of you guys turn into absolute pros. Is milking. So let me explain milking real quick. All right, so guys, as you guys see here, you have your first entry, which is the gray line, your smallest entry. And when they pull back, this is where your biggest entries are going to be. Like a slingshot. But did you guys know you can play within those? And you can milk the play, Jacob. So let me go ahead and get Jacob in here real quick. You see this candle right here? This is your entry candle. When this happens, it's going to be obviously moving. And when it paints and solidifies 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you enter immediately on the first play. This is your smallest play, because we're expecting for them to pull back. Now, if they don't pull back, Jacob, then you just go straight into profit and you make money off the smallest play. But if they pull back, you smile, because you're waiting for that slingshot anyways, and that's where you load up the lots down here when it starts pulling back, right? But did you know you can make a lot of money through all of this? Let me show you. Let's just say none of this happened here and they pulled back here and you entered 2 positions here. But then they pulled back further and you entered the boatload of your positions here. You entered 4 there. You had 1 up here. You now can milk the play. Which means as it starts pulling back and it goes back to this line, you can now grab some profits. Maybe it pulls back again. Maybe you hit another position and it pulls back maybe to here. You can milk the same play. All you're doing is playing buys on a buying play in the same direction every time it pulls back. And you're milking the position. You're taking 200, Jacob. You're taking 150 over and over and over. Sometimes you'll be done with 1,000 pips before it even moves. Let me break that again down for you guys again. The market pulls back to these lines, these colored lines back here. Hit that buy, bow. Maybe it goes a little bit deeper. Hit a couple more buys there. Buys there. Then it comes back up here. I'm going to get one of these buys. This is called an anchor position. I always leave the biggest one at the bottom. Maybe this one goes a little bit higher here. I'm going to grab one of this one right here. Maybe it comes back again. I'm going to add another buy here. I'm going to keep my anchor position. The only time I change my anchor position is if they go lower than it. If they go lower than it, I got a new anchor position. Then it goes back up. You know what? I milked these 2 plays. I'm going to grab that. Then it goes back to break even on this one. Okay, I'm out on that one. Maybe they go down again. Guess what I'm going to do, Jacob? I'm going to hit another one. I still got my anchor position. Maybe it goes up another 200. I'm out on that one too. Maybe it goes down again, Jacob. And a lot of times, Jacob, they'll happen in the same candle, man. You'll be playing a 3-minute or 5-minute play, and then the 5-minute play, they're gonna hit down here 6 times. And you done milked it 6 times in the same direction while your anchor position is at the bottom. My newest people, don't worry about this part. Rewatch this when you get some reps. You're gonna really understand this part. I'm teaching them different levels. Newbies, just focus on I'm buying, I'm selling, staying in trade, I'm out. Buying and selling, staying in trade, I'm out. As you guys start learning and watch this video over, you'll really get it. As you guys see here, it goes down here. Guess what I'm going to do, newbies, again? I'm going to buy again. And it shoots up here. I'm going to pull out of that position again. And I done milk this play in this area. Roughly, how much pips is this? 120 pips. I done hit 120 pips. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's 400 pips there. My goal was already 500 anyways, or 250 extra. I'm more than that. Now I have my anchor position, the lowest position. This one takes off. I'm at break even. Man, I'm good to go, man. Let that thing go. I don't even care if it comes to hit my break even. I already hit my goal already, Jacob. I already hit my goal already, Danny. All this is extra anyways. The biggest things I'm trying to show you guys is that get what's yours. The old you, Danny, would have been like, I got all these positions, but I'm going to stay in all of them because what if I can make more money? Nah, the new you, Danny, is like, no, I'm going to secure mine. I'm going to secure mine. And then after I secured my goal, I can go break even on this final anchor one. Even if it pulls back, I still secured my goal. I got what was mine. This is called milking the play. This is where you guys are going to make the most money when you guys start getting pro mode. So what did we do? We talked about beginner mode, intermediate mode, and pro mode today. Beginner mode, I'm buying, I'm selling, staying in trade, I'm out. Intermediate mode, I'm buying. Okay, pull back. I can enter here. Let me go ahead and substitute the first buy and get a better position. In pro mode, I'm going to play inside of this, make all my pips before it takes off. Welcome to my TED Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed today. Get ready for tomorrow. For my new people, make sure you watch this back. Practice getting your buttons correct. And now I'm going to open the floor. Any questions you guys have? Now, I appreciate y'all. I was like, today I'm about to train you guys today. And we did it in the live markets. They're like, oh, it's Labor Day. Are you shut up. We guys, how many freaking bank holidays have we traded on, guys? We've actually traded live on bank holidays. Shoot, y'all traded live on it today. I wasn't supposed to know, but yeah. We still make it happen. Thank you, baby. Any questions, newbies? Any questions? Make sure you guys